Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another Minecraft stream. Today we are going to be working on the wonderful fractal cube. Indeed, we are going to be bridging across and building the next few layers of it. So, let's get right into that right now. Alright. Got all my stuff, and I've got a random jungle sapling in there. Let's put that away. Well, put those away. Let's do a quick rearrangement of my equipment. I'm gonna fly up. And now we join. Going to be joining these cubes together. All right. On the weekend, I watched... Actually, it wasn't the weekend, it was this morning. I watched the MF Ghost, which is the new initial D video. I'm just going to keep my eye on the thing below. Okay. Well, new initial D anime. Okay, so bridge like that. We'll go across here. Oh, all right. Oh. That's helpful. Anyway, which is... I'm actually enjoying it a lot. A interesting thing is, in the old initial D anime, the love interest was working in... what's the correct term? Compensated dating, which sort of like very close to sex work. And in this anime, she is working as a race queen, effectively. So she stands around at the start line and holds up the sign that says go, but is also there to look pretty. Alright. 1, 2, 3, like that. There. Yep, so that's an interesting parallel. Other things that I noticed with the anime, was that it's been bringing back a whole lot of the sort of old heroes, and got a lot of references to the old stuff, but they haven't they haven't done the fan service in detriment of new coming fans. So if you are just somebody who enjoys, if it's your first watch of this anime, you are still getting an enjoyable experience, which is very good design. All right. Well, not design, but storytelling. And, I mean, obviously the guy who is going to be doing the racing is going to be drifting. In fact, the rules are designed very much to make drifting a winning strategy. I do find it amusing that the plot is British guy comes to Japan to teach them how to drift. Because, I mean, drifting is where drifting basically comes from Japan. Indeed, it doesn't just come from Japan. The interest in drifting is born of the anime, in a way. I got the right distance. Yep. Okay, let's... settle down here. While we're doing that, I'm just going to check how much... Get that running. Awesome. All right. Let's restock. A little pre-flight check. And go back to the cube. Oh, that was very well aimed. Okay. All right. So we come along here. Oh, Daisy. There. All right. That's going well. Night of Fire. Ah, yes. And oh, it was interestingly framed. That's the one thing about anime. It's the one thing about MF Ghost and Initial D is that right. What was I saying? Yeah. Is that the right spot? Yes, it is. Is that... There's a big connection between it and Eurobeat. Right? Later discovered isn't sort of... is not exactly a European. It's sort of like the Japanese, sort of like trying to replicate European style music. That's done there. I think that means we've finished off this bridge. Excellent. All right, let's go on to the next bridge. We can use this. We can use these as helpful guides. There we go. We continue along here. This one's better since we didn't thicken the layer levels on top of them, so it's easier to build these bridges. Then after the bridge layer, we then will be doing our thickening layer. Awesome. And we go back. This, just as we thicken horizontally, we also thicken vertically. So that has been good. Also been rewatching recently the anime, how I was reincarnated as a slime from the first season. And it is just as good as it was before. Falling in love with it all over again. Because it's very... It's an anime that I feel is made with love. Whoever made it actually... Well, I don't know that, but it creates that feeling and that sensation. Like, the author cares a lot about its world and the people in it. And Rimuru definitely cares about his people and wanting to make a good world. And a lot of sort of isekai anime are about being appreciated for your skills and also getting a decent work-life balance. I mean, it's sort of wish fulfillment. Like Rimuru's skills as a person, he's basically he does sort of manage contractors, and his skill as a basically a project manager is used all through the first season to help grow his kingdom. Well, his village, as it starts off as. All right. There we go. But also his sort of dedication to producing a law-based system, because one of the first things he does as a leader is set down rules and laws. Sort of laws to discourage discrimination and almost a pacifist approach. I mean, I do know that he ends up fighting with the humans, which seems to go against that, but he was attacked. Alright. There we go. Clear that from there. Bridge across here. And we do the same thing as we do before. Bridge forward and back. I'm actually going to climb up one of the things and look across here just to check that I haven't made any mistakes. Don't go backwards here, can go forwards. Alright. These bridges aren't taking too long, which is good. I guess because I've got that big hollow in the middle. Alright. That's fine. We can keep an eye on the sun. Alright, it's going down. 1, 2, 3. There. Alright. Dunk. Dunk, dunk, dunk. There. And awesome. Go out through here. Oh. Moon's coming up. That's a problem. That normally means that we'll see some monsters get spawned. Let's hope that isn't the case. That's weird. Is there something wrong with the... No, they're all down. Why aren't there many items in all of these? Something gone wrong with the... Gonna have to go and look into that and fix it. Hold on. I wonder if we've got a situation where the... something's gone and swallowed the... gone and swallowed up all the minecarts, which seems to happen sometimes. Well, I'll allow that to fly by itself. We'll complete another one of these. And then we'll fix whatever's going on with the minecarts. So, cross there. After 2. It's on the edge of the second one. Yep. Go back. Put a bridge between the bridges. Oh, very good. There we go. Move across 3. Repeat the same trick. Which will divide that into another square. That's good. Alright. That's all nice and done. The very middle of that. Got you. That's done. Okay, another bridge completed. And I was going to check out if the bridges looked right from above. All these little quality assurance tasks. There. It's normally pretty easy to spot the problems. Hello. Good luck on building cube inside cube inside cube. Thank you very much. Cube inside cube inside cube. Square inside square inside square. Okay, that weirdness is just because there's an extra level there. That corner looks wrong. What's going on in that corner? Yeah, that hasn't been completed properly. I probably got distracted midway through building it. Which happens all the time. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. Like that. And that one's done. Excellent. Okay, let's check the sun. The sun's okay. So other things we've been up to. Need trypophobia warning. Oh, definitely. Yeah, this build is not one you are scared of arrays of holes. There we go. And it's interesting. Last night, I actually had a dream that I was playing a modded version of Factorio, which I've never played. The recipes were completely different to anything I've played. And the thing is, I'm now very much tempted to create the version of Factorio from my dreams. That might be an interesting project to work on. Alright. There we go. Unfortunately, I think some of the currencies, I say currencies, but I say resources that exist in Factorio, or that existed in my dream, I don't think actually exist in Factorio. As in, I don't think you have rotational energy New Factorio game idea or just mod? It depends on how flexible Factorio modding is. Like, one of the things you did, oopsie daisy, is attach a turbine that had a rotational shaft to an alternator to generate power. But I don't think you can actually do that in Factorio. I know you do something like that in Captain of Industry, but not in Factorio proper. But I don't know how much you can get just by modding. And even if it's something you can't mod into Factorio, I think just using sort of Factorio as a starting spot to sort of experiment with the ideas before actually making a full standalone game would be a cool idea. There we go. Yeah, probable. Depends on the freedom of modding game possibilities. Exactly. Alright. There we go. There. Oh, it's Jay-Z. And we'll go on to this spot. There. I am actually enjoying how much progress we're making now. What was the other anime I wanted to talk to? Oh yeah, Kill the Kill. I've been thinking about that anime a lot as well. It's sort of like all the anti-fascist ideas in it. But that one is that's probably one that I'll be making a video on. Because while I have seen people cover some aspects of the anti-fascism in Kill the Kill, I feel a lot of it was missed. So I will love to continue with that. Sweep back and forth. I completely missed my bed. I wonder if I'm close enough to jump. No. Get some bamboo delivered. All right. Oh, there. Drop that down. I'm going to go and check on this system over here now. Dropper. Okay. What I think happens is sometimes the minecarts go missing and get stuck when they get unloaded. Well, that's why we have a whole lot of minecarts in storage. All right. So you're there. That one's that one. That one. It's that one. You go there. All the rest are supported. All right. Start them off again. Yeah. Got you. That one. We probably need a thing of scaffolding just in case something goes wrong. Come in. Ah, there we go. Not a bad landing. Which is completely defeated by the fact that I didn't bring the bamboo with me. Ah. Let's go and grab the bamboo now. Oh. All reloaded. There we go. Sort of stimulate your mind and imagination. And you think, oh, this is what I watch anime for. And then there are ones that aren't as good. Like this. It's like ones that sort of motivate me to talk about them and theorize and analyze. I mean, they don't even have to be that deep. It's just just them doing a little bit more. Putting on just a little bit more care. And just not wanting to be a generic next version of whatever the current hot genre is. It's like Flip Flappers, which is a magical girl anime. That one is quite brilliant. So, brink of 3, and then we'll go there. Like a whole lot of interesting psychological aspects and queer sexuality. All right, there. Awesome. That's another bridge done. We've got the last bridge to do. Oh. All right. Oh. That's not right. Actually, yes, it is, because we haven't got the level on top of it yet. Okay. Sometimes, well, I know that things are wrong where I see a hole that isn't square, but some of the not quite square holes are due to foreshortening, while others due because parts haven't been completed yet. I know foreshortening is a part of perspective. I am curious about its relationship with parallax. I mean, is it just parallax in motion, or is there a more fundamental aspect to it? And I mean, parallax is an important phenomenon since it is how astronomers judge distance. It's like they use a unit called parallax arc seconds, which is a arc second of parallax seen over, I think, half the orbit of the Earth. So you observe a star at 1 month and then observe it again 6 months later, and it will have shifted its relative position due to parallax, which you can use to determine how far away it is. And look, hold on. I've just thought of something. The further away something is, the less parallaxed it will be. Unless an arc second is an inverted measure. I'll have to look that up when I am back, or when I am not streaming. All right. There. Now I've got the Flip Flappers tune in my head, which is not completely bad since it's a really good one. It's a sort of Alice in Wonderland tone to it. Made by Lewis Carroll, who was, like me, a logistician. And did studies into logic. I should actually find some of Lewis Carroll's books about logic. I'd be quite curious, especially logic of sort of the Victorian era, where they're just starting in on understanding logic. My sense of time is a little peculiar. I don't know. I mean, I know the Booleans, the Booles, were around during the Victorian era, where England was in control of India because George Boole's wife is Mary Everest, who is the niece of the guy who explored the Himalayas. And they actually, well, Mary Everest says that a lot of their research into Booleans was inspired by philosophical papers and that from India, which I am inclined to believe them. However, what I do not know, and I would love to find out, is exactly what works and stuff Mary was inspired by. Alright. And she has a brilliant book with a title that's slightly slightly concerning, called Preparing the Child for Science, which sounds almost like she's preparing a sample. But no, it's more a kind of... She means preparing as in educating them so that they would be suitable for the scientific field. Alright, there. And we go across. And she talks about basically turning logic into an algebra, which is exactly what is the time. I'm not seeing any glow, so hopefully it's not too late. Which is exactly what Boolean does. And that's at the wrong spot. Alright, I'm going to have to knock this down. You can tell because it should be on the other side of that hole. There. Alright. That one like that. Let's check that. That looks better. Okay, I'm going to go down. And see. Oh, if we can sleep. No, we can't. And now it's collecting stuff, and it's got a rogue minecart in it, and that one has as well. Alright, let's... I think what's happening with these rogue minecarts is there were 2 minecarts in the system. There, so these should now be back to normal. I've just got another supply of bamboo. Okay, it's getting... keeps getting darker, but it's impossible to tell what time it is without the sun or a clock. But I'm not going back to home to get a clock. I bet once I fly up here, I'm going to start seeing pink. That's still purple. Alright. This one goes across by 3. Now we've got that one. Alright. The idea is to keep our eyes on that sort of like lowest point. What's also interesting is that you can fly above the cloud line, or even build above the cloud line, and you'll still be rained on. Alright, there. Alright, that one. And that's us finished with the bridging process. Awesome sauce. Alright. Now we're going to add another level. Up there. Alternatively, I just might work through the night. I can see well enough. And I'm not going to get anything spawning directly up here. I hope. Although if they do, I will definitely change my opinion. Alright, there. Oops. You go away. You're too high. There. That. So, got another level to go. Yeah, today. Oh, this couple of months, my housemate is on holidays. So they've gone away and are touring places. So I'm living alone, which is nice. But one of the things is, whenever you hear little sounds, you always freak out slightly. Like, hold on, I'm hearing footsteps. I shouldn't be hearing footsteps. I should be the only person in the house. Oh no, the footsteps are on the roof. What's going on? Oh! It's possums. And then I relax. And then the possums start fighting, making a very loud and irritating noise. So I go from relief to frustration again. Ah, okay. Now we should be able to rest. There we go. All right. Managed to get a stray bit of bamboo in there, which is funny. Actually, fix that. Just throw you in there. All right. Now we fly away home. We're landing here. So, next level. Up you go. How's the time? We're going good time. So we've gotten well past a third. Of course, this last level is going to be denser than the ones below us, because we're now shifted out of towers and into sort of plates. There. Alright. What other anime I've been thinking about recently? Oh, I was watching Trash Taste when they were talking about the Seven Wonders of anime. And one they missed, which surprised me, was Ghost in the Shell. Because that's like one that major movie critics and movie makers love. It's another one also that shows that philosophical depth and having ideas improves an anime so much. Alright. Go. There. Because I don't think you could have Ghost in the Shell without its... I think what we would call it now is transhumanism. But also it's sort of like consideration of the nature of humanity and its interactions with technology, which then goes into cyborg feminism, which is a topic I need to do a lot more reading about. There we go. There. All right. And that one, especially since the role of the cyborg is very connected with VTubing, since in a lot of ways VTubers are cyborgs, because we are humans plus we are machines. So a intermixing of the both. Alright. There we go. Welcome back, Simple Cass. That's completely understandable. Alright there. That's alright there. Well, VTubers are like AI, only behind it is people. I think you'll find that an AI made of people is just a non-artificial intelligence. Alright. Which is what I've always been amused by with people doing some forms of AI. Why do you want to make a human-like intelligence? It's easy to make human-like intelligences. All you need is 9 months. Which is why, I mean, if you look at Google, most of their research is into making intelligences that don't function anything like humans, but are still able to sort of deal with massive amounts of data. Probably because our human intelligence are a lot of randomness. Maybe, but if you look at most learning algorithms, there's plenty of randomness there as well. And that's because the universe we live in has a lot of randomness. And you just have to deal with that noise. There we go. I mean, I think the answer is often because you don't have to pay them as much. Just a second. Did I mute the wrong way? Oops. Alright, there. And we'll go back along here and continue to fill this one out. Yeah, of course, if there would be androids, you could program personality still not change so much in long term. Yeah. All right. That's there, and we'll go along like that. Almost done that space. Alright, I'm going to just go here. Oh. I thought I was almost finished, but I wasn't. That's disappointing, but that's an interesting word. Disappointing. I wonder what because appointing is where you sort of like say somebody has a position. But why is disappointing meaning you are saddened by something you expected? You would need a lot of time, and when you fail, lose a lot of time. Yeah, that's true as well. Sort of a massive investment. I remember a Charlie Stross book where you had androids which learnt in a human-like manner, but So in order to get a fully working AI, you basically had to bring them up from childhood. But one of the things you could do is once you had brought up that AI to a fully grown state, you could then just copy their memories, and you would have basically a basically a perfect AI from then on. Right goes. Excellent. We'll continue like that. And we'll go like that one. Keep filling in our pods. Alright, you go like that. And in that, in those novels, the AIs were basically very much Asimovian. So following the 3 laws of robotics. However, all of humanity had died out for some reason, which meant that the first 2 laws were no longer relevant. However, they all feared, but also all wanted, the return of humanity, driven by those laws. They feared it because that would mean a loss of their freedoms. All right. That one's like that. All right, there. Make ourselves move like that. Anyway, that's fine. You go like that one as well. And there we go. My concern is after I finish this, I'll be at a loss for my next project. Although I thought of something before, didn't I? It goes like that. All right. And you go. Awesome. Actually, been really enjoying this because it's a project that I don't have to, doesn't consume much of my mental bandwidth. I'm actually able to talk on other subjects while I'm doing it. A lot of when I'm playing sort of a Factorio or other more complex games, I have to... Oh, I remember what I was going to do next. Cool. I'm sort of like unable to make conversations about more complex topics because all my mental efforts are used up by just playing the game. So it is good to have something like this where I can Just think and chat. Alright. I'm actually curious about Dark Viper AU because he does a lot of GTA playing. And for some of it, he's there sort of like waxing philosophical on various issues during his Rambles series. And I'm wondering how he's able to do that while playing what is a complex game. Although I'm guessing, A, he's gotten so used to it, and B, there's a lot of sort of downtime where things are less specific and you can just think about stuff. Less specific. Oh, no, I don't mean less specific. What do I mean? Less mentally taxing. Like, there's stuff that's purely rote. And just have to be doing the same thing you've done all the other times, and you don't have to adjust mentally. Alright, there we go. Alright, there. Let's go. Used to it and can multitask. I've seen some people who can't, who can watch film and write essay at the same time. Yeah, that's true. Though, that's also one of the problem. I mean, I prefer subs to dubs in anime and in other multilingual media. However, the problem with dubs, well, the problem with subs is you have to keep your eye on it and reading all the time. There we go. Sorry, time. Oh, that's completely acceptable. I mean, I am rather agraphic, so my spelling is bad all the time. Alright, go. Well, of course I'm agraphic. I am a Vtuber. Sorry about that. It's agraphic and dysgraphic are conditions where you have trouble writing. I prefer sub over dub, but when working I won't be concentrating only on reading, so I use dub then. Yeah, that's very much like what I am as well. Especially if there's sort of like a multi-track anime, I'll watch the sub when I want to concentrate on it. And if I want sort of background noise while I'm working on a different task, I will use the dub. Alright. I mean, in the olden days, most of the dubs were terrible, so you basically had to go for the subs if you wanted a somewhat genuine experience, but they've improved dramatically. I wish I could have free time to more. Yeah. Yeah. Being time poor is an issue for everyone. Alright. I'll take a quick nap. Alright, that's the last of that load. Oh, you good? And there we are. With the problem long ago was that anime wasn't too popular on the net. So only fan-made dubs were made and subs were easier to make. Yeah. And there was a couple of other problems in that a lot of dubs were made by companies that didn't really have a, I'm going to say, love of the media. They were just trying to cash in and get kids shows. So they would dub out anything that was incompatible with what they thought children would have. Only love for money, yeah. So you would have weird adaptions, like completely mangling Card Captor Sakura and Sailor Moon. There we go. 4 kids, exactly. That's the people I was thinking of. Alright. There. I am actually glad that the Australian dub slash adaptation of Card Capture Sakura wasn't for kids. Not sure who they were though. But they followed the... They didn't completely mangle the plot and order of things. How did you get into anime? I remember being a massive Sailor Moon fan. That was like my first introduction, and then learning how much it differed in Japan. Alright, there we go. This goes. I was really against it at the beginning, but then I understood it's not a cartoon where every episode is just a random story. Ah, yes. The episodic nature of Sailor Moon was cool as well. Well, the episodic of any of the anime. There it goes. Things. And they would... I'd love that... At least for Sailor Moon, you would have a... Oopsie daisy. A monster of the week. And sort of like progressing a plot, and then it would culminate in a final, well, not in the last few episodes, where the quality of everything would just increase, and like they would use their attacks in interesting ways. I was a kid, so I was waiting for one show that's kind of late. And was first anime, Black Lagoon and Naruto. Okay. That's cool. I never really got into Naruto. Out go. That's sort of like, I think it was a series that sort of I missed. There we go, like that. Alright, go. Awesome. We'll continue putting down this thickening layer here. And then the next one is where we put huts all over the place. Yeah, you're in the wrong spot. Go like that. All right. Got a nice system here. Go. It's actually Minecraft rather than Super Mario Brothers. That's sort of... It's interesting how sort of genres go through cycles. Like you had everybody building platformers trying to copy Super Mario Brothers. And then as the next big thing came along, everybody tried to copy that. So you had the waves of the Doom clones. And then everybody wanting to be Fortnite. And everybody wanting to be... League of Legends or... Morpika. Without people sort of like realizing, oh, people wanting to be Minecraft. Everybody jumping on the train, yeah. And it happens in anime and movies as well. Like, currently, there was sort of like a period where all the anime were school fighting anime. And now everything is... Oh, well, there's still a lot of isekai about... And there was a period just after Madoka Magica came out where all the magical girl... Everything wanted to be a dark and gritty magical girl anime. Because people seem to forget that what makes a anime or any artistic project successful is not the genre that it is in, but the... what's the proper word? The fundamentals, so the mechanics, the plot, the characters, how the setting is realised, the themes. And those things people respond to no matter what the genre is. And if you're just aping that, you don't get the same success. Isekai is kind of cheating. You don't have to make much history of relationship before reincarnation. That's true. I mean, it is good to... It's a good way to get past some of the difficulties in making a fantasy novel or anime. But I feel it's what you do with the genre that you are given that matters. And how you do that. Alright. Let's... Oh, we're out of... I'm just going to do a... quick reload of our bamboo. Now, fortunately, all of this bamboo just turns into 4 supplies. You kind of have to... You can make a good isekai if play cards correctly and not copy and change it a bit. Yeah. I think you'd have to sort of think about what type of story you want to tell and create a world that allows you to tell that story. Alright. Yeah, there's copying and there's using stuff as inspiration. Exactly. Alright, there. And I mean, you can use various anime to tell various stories about different things. And it's good if you have a... So like writing in an established genre, you can use it to allow the audience to fill in the blanks of the bits that don't particularly matter for the story that you're making. Okay, see you soon. All right. Loading up. Oh. That's handy. They just delivered a whole lot of bamboo into my pocket. Yeah. Some more there. Some more there. And we're on to this big clump. Alright. There. And go like that. I wonder how much bamboo we will get. Okay, that's all used up. Oh, it looks like we'll get at least a full containers load. So at least a double chest of the stuff. Now, it should keep us going for a little bit more. There. All right. You go there. Clear out this one as well. Load you up. these bits are having problems before. I'm still not sure if they've been completely fixed. There we go. Oh, some more box. To go. Alright. I might actually increase the number of bamboo sort of the number of chests so we can store some more bamboo between runs overnight. All right, there we go. Make you. Pop off the spare bamboo there. Load you up. We'll re-equip ourselves. There. Those are the only things we need on our hotbar, and the rest will be bamboo. There we go. All right. Let's finish off this level. So we're making ourselves some bamboo there. I mean, we get the same thing with Vtubers. After Galgura launched, there were a flood of Vtubers who had shark themes. There it goes. And I mean, they weren't bad VTubers. I mean, a lot of them were good. But I do... Oh, welcome back, Simple Cass. I do wonder how many were trying to bank on Gura's popularity. There. Alright. That one's fine. I mean, as time went by, things did settle out. And the people who are able to show their creativity and help grow themselves came to the top of the market. There we go. Up there. That one's like that. Okay. We'll go like there. VTubing is really popular now these days. Yes, it is. I mean, it actually has suffered a bit of a contraction since the peak in the 2020s, but it is still very popular. I think, although I think there are now more VTubers around than there were before. All right, and we've got that to go. And we're going for broke. Awesome. think we can finish off this level very shortly. Right, that. Right. I mean, the trick I've found with writing stuff and making stuff is to work on the stuff I'm feeling passionate about at that very moment. It tends to let the words flow a little bit freer and you get more done. All right. There we go. That's fine. Up there. It's a charm for both sides. Privacy and good content. Yeah. I mean, that's... I am pretty sure why there are so many more female VTubers. Because the privacy is so much more important for them, and I've put that in the wrong spot. All right. Oops. Almost went plunging into the drink. But with a quick rest. Restocking. All right, there. It was a calculated drop. Yeah, exactly. It was all planned. Perfectly executed. No mistake, no panic. There we go. Like that. Alright. We will finish this off. And there. You like that. Now, on the lower levels, you used to be able to do about 3 layers a stream. So what's that? So I think next stream, that layer. Stream after that, this layer. These towers. That one. That one. And that one. So 6 more streams. That should take me, I think, to the end of the year. That sounds about right. There we go. It's amazing how much we've done since we started. You go away. Like that. Awesome. Should also talk about, well, sometime, sort of like all the nice mathematics about fractals like this and such what. But they're sort of like in the current moment, they're sort of like a hodgepodge in my head. And I'll need to be organised into something linear and capable of understanding. That's one of the things I hate about English. And by English, I mean actually all spoken language, is that it's difficult to express webs of ideas that are interdependent. You have to sort of like stretch them out into single strings where they would make more sense as kind of webs. But either way, we have... Yep, so much bamboo. We have finished this level. All right. All right. Taking a few thumbnail pictures for the thumbnails, screenshots for the thumbnails. I'll settle down into a landing. Switch that off. There we go. And I will switch you off as well. There we go. Everything's set up to shut down properly. Let's go back to my main room. Thank you everybody for joining me as I played Minecraft. I haven't decided what I will be streaming tomorrow, so it'll be an exciting discovery for both of us. I hope everybody is having fun. If it's your first time watching, please consider subscribing. Thank you all, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.